Okay, so today we're taking a look at activity 26C and 26D. I'm going to show you how to do some of the examples here, and then you need to finish it for class tomorrow. So let's take a look at the examples here. In this assignment, you need to determine the gender, case, and number of the noun so that you can choose the proper form of hic, haec, hoc, or ille, illa, illud to go with the word that's given to you on the sheet. So if we look at the first one, we see officium, which we know this word is neuter. Okay, building is neuter. We also know that it can be accusative or nominative because of the neuter rule, and that it is singular. So we need the nominative, accusative, singular form of the word. So if we check the chart on the side, we can check down the chart and we can see the neuter column and the singular column, and we'll check the nominative and we can see that it's hoc, so we're going to put hoc here as our answer. The next one is praedomen. It's a third declension noun, so it's masculine and it's singular and it's accusative. So now we need the masculine singular accusative form of this word. So if we go to the singular section, we look at the accusative, and then we find the masculine, we see that that is hoc. You've been doing this for a while now, so this shouldn't be too difficult here. Now the next one, race, has several different choices, so they've given you the case that they want. So what we have to do is look at this fifth declension word and know that we're dealing with a feminine word, which race is feminine, and that race itself is plural, so we want a feminine plural accusative. So we go down to the bottom column and we take a look at the accusative and we go over to the feminine and we see that hos is our choice there. Number 4, arku, fourth declension word, ends in a U there. So most fourth declension words are masculine, so we'll choose masculine there. And it ends in a U, so that's probably ablative, and it's most definitely singular. So masculine ablative singular is going to be hoc. So we're going to go with hoc, only this time we're going to put that long mark over the top there. Okay, number 5, the last example that we're going to do here is oculi, and they want the nominative form. So since it's the nominative form, we know that this I ending is going to make that plural, and that the word is masculine. You can see that in your vocabulary list. So masculine plural, and you look at that nominative masculine plural, and you see that it's he. So there's using hic, haec, hoc. So now let's take a look at, we're going to take a look at 16 through 20, and we're going to look at ille, illa, illud, excuse me. So let's take a look at that. Let me just do some maneuvering here real quick. And there's this on top here, and that should get it. I'm sorry, I've covered the nominative and the accusative, but you're going to have to deal with that. Hopefully you know the order that they go in, and you can take a look at that. All right, so over here we have kenai, which they want the nominative form. So since they want the nominative form of kenai, we know that that is plural, and it is feminine. So we need the plural feminine form here, which is the top one over here, because we go nominative, genitive, dative, accusative, ablative. And so the nominative form there in the feminine plural is going to be illi. So we're going to do that. And note, because they're both second declension, they actually first, second declension, they actually share an ending there. Praedones, again, a third declension word, and they want the accusative here. So we know that it's plural and that it's masculine, so we need the accusative masculine form. So if we count down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the accusative spot in the masculine, we can see ilios. Notice these are different declensions, so their endings are actually different. Then we have herbs. You remember the word about city, it's a third declension word, and herbs is actually nominative, singular, and this word city is feminine. So nominative, singular, feminine, we're going to go with illa. Number 19, oculum, ends in a um, so that tells us that it's accusative, because if it ends in it's most likely accusative, especially if it's a masculine word like this one. It's also singular. So masculine, accusative, singular, follows the same pattern. Luckily, they have the same ending because they're the same type of declension, so we can see that. Then we have urbis, which we know from our one before it that it's feminine, and we know that in the third declension, is is singular and genitive. So now we need the singular genitive form, and that one is the second one down at the top, and it's a little different. So we have illeus. So there's your example of 26C. So you want to make sure that you do all of those and you pay careful attention. And make sure you put those labels there like I was doing. That way you can show your work and know exactly what it is you're looking at. So I'm going to erase this example here. You can pause it for a minute if you want to look at the answers here to write on your sheet. But I'm going to erase these answers here, and then I'm going to move down to the next assignment. So give me just 1 minute here. So here's our next assignment. This is 26D. And 26D has 10 in here, so we're going to do just a couple here. And I think we'll do about 4. I think will be enough of an example here. So I'm going to move it up a little bit, though, so you have some sight here. And in this case, you need to figure out what it's actually describing. Now, the best thing to remember is that hic and ille almost always appear before the word that they modify. So use that to your best of your ability to figure these out. So you need to figure out the word they modify and then look for the hic and ille based on what you have here. So if we look at the first one, we see praedones, and we know that we want those. And of course, remember that those is hic, hoc. And so praedones is the word we're looking at here. We look cave praedones. It's going to be accusative, and it's plural, and it's masculine. So if we look at our chart over here real quick, we can see the accusative plural masculine form is hos. And so if we come back over here and we can write that down. Okay. And then we need to look at the other one, and we can see that they want these. And so we have ex civibus. So obviously it's describing civibus here. And so we have an X, which tells us that this civibus is ablative. Okay. So, and also because we're looking for those, you might want to underline it here, or you could underline it here, but we know that this is ablative and plural. And the thing about civibus is it can be masculine or feminine. I'm going to go ahead with masculine there. But it really doesn't matter, because once you get into dative and ablative plural, they're all the same. So we're just going to look at that chart, and then we're going to find that illis that is the answer there. So in this next sentence, we have this and that, and we have pater pueri senatore. Now pater is first, but pueri is probably the word that's being modified, because it follows our empty space here. Now, in this case, pueri is not nominative, guys, because look, we have an est here. Okay, we have an est here that is singular. So pueri has to be genitive, and it has to be singular, masculine. So now we need genitive, singular, masculine of this, which is hoc, hoc. I'm not going to go back and show you the chart here because I know what they are, and you can look them up here a little bit later. So we know that that is going to be huius. Okay, so now we get that these boys. Oops, I'm sorry, my mistake. No, it's this boy. Never mind. Not a mistake. Sorry. All right. And then we have senator, which is that, and this, of course, with an est means that it's nominative and singular and masculine, and it's that, so we're going to go with ille. All right, I'm going to do one more here, and then I'm going to leave you to your words here. So the first one we have is via, which the blank is followed by the blank space. The blank space is before it. So we know that this goes with via, and because of the in, we know that we're dealing with ablative and singular here. So this would be ablative singular, which is going to be the hoc. And then that over here is mikori, okay? And look at this dabant. You can't see it all completely here. Let me pull that out for you just a little bit. Ooh, no, not that way. Ah! Okay, guys, I'm not starting over, okay? I've done too much here, but let me just pull this here. So you can see this dabant here, and this over to the side, which is a verb of giving, showing, or telling. So that likely means that mercatori is dative. Also, it's a third declension. So the I ending is only dative here. So it's dative singular masculine, which means we're going to use the ille that's there. So that's how you do that assignment. So you need to do both of those assignments for tomorrow. Okay? Good luck.